All right, here is how you hook up the weight distribution hitch on this 2019 Palomino Puma. So we're going to start by just getting the ball hooked onto the hitch. I've got the weight distribution hitch on. And there we go. So once that's secure, we actually have to, now we're gonna get the bars on. They come with these little pins, little cotter pins, mini ones. So I'm just going to slide it into the side, and I'll come around and slide that one in so you can see a little better. And then we secure the pins with the cotter pin here, secure the bars. So it's nice and solid. So we'll hop over, and we'll do the other one. So we'll remove the cotter pin, pop this pin out, put it in so that this part is vertical. And then I always like to put the pin in so that the head is on the inside, just so the cotter pin's easier to get to when I'm taking it off. Okay, but once I do that, I'm gonna need to try to get it on so that it sits on here, and you can see that it's not there yet. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these L pins. There's a little cotter pin on here, and I'll just set it on the side. I'll do that on both sides, and then so I've got the cotter pin and the L pin, and then I'm gonna have to raise the jack up. So I'll press extend. And it's coming. And sometimes I usually just kind of keep this one here just so I can see, and then I can slide this one on, and it's gonna be secured by here. So once it's on, I'll take the L pin, I'll put that on, and I'll come over to the other side and show you too. But now the L pin is in, and so that bar is secure. Come over here, we'll see if I can get this one up. I might need to raise it up more. One of them's usually a little bit lower. Yep. So you can see these two brackets are here just to keep it, which is nice because they give an extra level of security, but I gotta raise it up a little bit more to get them on. And I do have, and I'll use this on this one just to show you, I've got my tool here. So if I take this and I just take the last hook there, hook it on, and then I can raise this bar up and over, and now it's in. So that's what that tool is used for, and I just keep that right over there. So now I'll put the L pin with the skinny side down into the square hole, get that cotter pin in, make sure it's nice and snug all the way in, and now we're good. So now I'm just gonna lower down, I'll retract it until the hitch is all the way up. So as I'm doing that, I can get the chains hooked on, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, right? So I'm just gonna get my electricity hooked in. This one's just a little bit loose, so I like to make sure it's nice and snug. And then last thing is going to be to get the runaway brake hooked on, and I'm just gonna put that on the top over by where the chain goes. And once you do that and your hitch base is all the way up, then you're gonna be ready to go. One thing I do like to keep in mind sometimes, depending on how long your cord is or how long this is, sometimes I'll loop these in with that pin just to make sure they don't flop around as I'm driving. But that's how you hook it up.